In this particular region, the employees will also make a trade union and then they'll fight against the employer. If we don't get proper finance, then it is very difficult even to maintain the staff of the trade union. The industrial trade union is there, the plant trade union is there, but same organization. Still now they fear to be called or to be a member of a trade union. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Vidhyaashram from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for this very session, the last session of Industrial Relations. What exactly this session is all about. So, reasons to join trade union is what the first topic of the day here. Why people join trade union? Firstly, let's understand what a trade union is. If you have not watched the third and the fourth session of industrial relation, you will not come to know what exactly a trade union is all about. So whenever we go with a trade union, the three things which you are supposed to remember is the first one is trade union is an voluntarily association of group. That is what the first one. Second is it is actually what? It's an organization. And the third one is minimum 7 people should be there to form a trade union. So why it is used if you know? See, understand, whenever we go with the relationship, we need to have a very good relation between the employer, or we can say the top management, with employee and the laborers. Same way here also, employees and the laborers. So if the relation is good, what happens is what the employer wants, it will be done by these people. And if the relation is maintained, now they don't need anybody to represent them. So their voice is themselves, right? But what happens is usually the employer is there. Employer. Here we say employee, here we say employer. Now the employer is not paying them properly. The benefits for the employees are very less. Now what happens is among the employees only, they'll start forming something called the trade union. And now they're all one, right? It's a union. It means the one kind of the entire community has come. And through that, they goes to the employer and demand what exactly they want. That is what the trade union aims at. So here when we go with the reasons here, if you compare one individual with the entire mob, who is actually more powerful? The entire mob is powerful. So that is what that mob is given a legal thing and they form something called a union. So whenever we go with a worker feels very weak when he is all alone. So what he does, he joins many other people so that he'll be strong. So that is what happens in the trade union also. Now, if the employer is so good and he is taking care of the employees, now employees will never go for the rebellion things. So if the employer is not actually keeping his promise, if he's over exploiting the employees, now what happens is the other trade unions which have given a fruitful things to the employees. Now here also in this particular region, the employees will also make a trade union and then they'll fight against the employer. Second one is union provides him an opportunity. When I say an opportunity, to whom? To that one individual, opportunity to achieve his objectives with the support of his fellow colleagues. So if you have a lot of people and then you go and you voice it out, definitely the employer should answer to all the questions which you have and he should actually reduce your grievances. Union protects the economic interest of the workers and ensures a reasonable wage rate and wage plan for them. See, earlier, before independence, though we had a lot of trade union, but it was not successful. The reason here why it was not successful is people never believed in the trade union. But after independence, it is just a trade union which has actually given them a fair remuneration to all the workers. Still in India, we have a part of places where the wages are not even given minimum. So the trade union, what they have done is they have properly, thoroughly they have worked it out, and what they want is a justice to each and every worker from the Kanyakumari to the Kashmir. Union helps the workers in getting certain amenities for them in addition to the higher wages. Now, there are n number of industries where they are giving a really good fair remuneration to the employees, but the trade union aims at one thing, that is safety, security, health measures, everything, plus the additional benefits. What is it? The additional benefits which should actually go to the workers. So there are n number of trade unions who actually work really hard to give justice or to get justice from the employer to the laborers. So union also provide in certain cases cash assistance at the time of sickness or some other emergency. Say example, you are registered into this trade union, you are a member of the trade union. Through that, what else the benefit you can actually take is, you can even take cash assistance from the trade union itself. So that's the reason many people actually, they voluntarily they go and they be a part of the trade union. Union organize as well as the negotiation between the workers and the management and are instruments for settlement of disputes. Any kind of a dispute has happened. Say example, there are employees and we have employer. Differential opinions about a kind of issue now. Now employer is not paying salary to these employees. Salary to these employees. Or we have laborer here and we have employer. Now employer is not paying the bonus. He is not paying the bonus. Now who will actually listen to it? Now the employees can directly go to the employer and ask, but the employer will not give the prior appointment to those employees or the laborers. Now these people are there. Now they are the one who will actually go to this trade union. Now trade union will act like a instrument where this trade union will now call the employers for a meeting. Now the employer cannot deny the trade union. The reason is, here you have lot of people, here only few people, here there are a lot of people. So the employers can never actually deny to the trade union. So that is why they act like what? They act like the instruments. Now trade union is also beneficial to the employer as it organizes the workers under one banner and encourage them follows to peaceful means. Now here you need to understand that it's not just the employees or the workers who get benefited by the trade union. It is the trade union who actually are real benefit for the employees, because all the workers, all the employees are tied up here in the trade union. So if the employer convinces the trade union will start convincing the employees. So that's how the peaceful treaty will be actually done. So the next one here we need to understand that trade union imparts self-confidence. See, the minute you are a member of a trade union, you have that kind of a feeling that is you're secure, somebody is there to take care, nothing will actually happen, which is like you will never miss out any salary or wages. So those things, that self-confidence, who will give? That is the trade union will give. Next one is it provides for promotion and training and also helps the workers to go higher position. It ensures stable employment for the workers and oppose the motive to the management to replace the workers by automatic machines. And the last one here we have is workers get an opportunity to take part in the management and oppose. See, oppose here we need to understand, oppose any decision which adversely affects them. So if you have these kind of a thing, that is, they will always be like a shield to you, and nothing can actually happen if you are a member of trade union. If that kind of a feeling the trade union gives, each and every person would like to be voluntarily associated with those trade unions. So what here happens is, if you're not getting a minimum wage, trade union is there who will actually tell the employers that the fair remuneration should be given. If you are thrown out of the organization, the trade union is again there to see to it that you will not be getting all these kind of a tantrums from the employer. So these things, when it is there, it is always what? It motivates people to join the trade union, and trade union can actually give justice to each and every laborer. Next one we have is trade union problem in India. What are the problems of trade union? N number of problems we have with the trade union, not just one or two. We have a lot of trade union problems. I've listed few of them, that is here. Trade union leadership, that is the first one. Multiple unions, there are so many unions within the organization. Union rivalry, now there are many unions, so what happens is each and everyone will have their own kind of a things and their own kind of a way of settling the issues, so they'll have rivalry between themselves. Finance, see, this is the very important aspect, finance. If we don't get proper finance, then it is very difficult even to maintain the staff of the trade union. Next is low membership. Now, low membership happens because of the people and their way. Heterogeneous nature of laborers. Now, I told you, human being. If you go not only with the laborers, you see each and every human being, we are heterogeneous. We are not the same. Lack of interest, absence of paid office bearers. See here, finance is a problem. The bearers will not be there. Then we have other problems. Now, in other problems, we have two, that is illiteracy and uneven growth. Illiteracy is a very, very common thing in India. Many of the laborers, they don't know that what is the difference between literacy and illiteracy. So say supposingly that person is not literate, anybody can cheat him. So this is what happens, and that is what the problem of many laborers, that they are illiterate and they feel that whatever the employer is doing, that is all correct. So let's go with the first one, trade union leadership. When it comes to the leadership, who should be the leader is the question. The trade union leader, sometimes what happens is it is not the worker who is the leader of the trade union, it is the political parties. So those people will actually form the trade unions through the help of the internal employees and the laborers, and then they'll have their own agenda about how to protest for the welfare of the people. So that is what the leadership is. What it should be like this: you have a trade union, you are a worker, and you should be the leader because you know what is good and what is bad. Who will know? That is the external person. How will he know? That is what the first demerit is. That is the external person will be the leader of the trade union. It is not the internal person who should be the trade union leader. That is what the trade union leadership is. Next is multiple unions. Now within the trade union, you have a lot of disagreement between one person to the other person because human is heterogeneous. Where they get a favorism, they go to that particular party. Say example, if you take an example like we have the plant somewhere and the entire industry. Now entire industry will have one trade union. Now one of the plant in one particular state they have their own trade union. Now what happens? The industrial trade union is there, the plant trade union is there, but same organization. But what will happen? A rivalry between them. So when rivalry is there, what happens is the trade union which goes with the industrial things, what all the benefits they get, the plant people will not get. The same way, vice versa. So here multiple unionism both at the plant level and the industry level pose a serious threat to what? Industrial peace and harmony in India. So we should not have multiple trade union. We should have what? Union. That is only one trade union for that particular industry should be there. Next is union rivalry. Now, when you come to rivalry, as I told you about the plant trade union and the industry trade union, the same way here what happens is, say we have a plant trade union and then industry trade union. Now, whatever they get the benefit, these people will actually say, no, we don't want these things, we want something more. Now what happens is there is a rivalry between both, but who is the person who is a victim? It is the workers. It is who? The workers. So that is what the rivalry which happens, and that's a threat to the trade union. finance. Now, if a sound finance is not given to the trade union can really not work and they cannot concentrate 100%. Say here, if you go, sound financial position is very essential and it is integrated for the effective functioning of trade union, because in the process of rendering services or fulfilling their goals, who really should be there? There should be a commitment from whom? The financial commitment should be there from whom? The bearer, that is a financial bearer, the officer. And if the officer is not there, what exactly he can do for the favorism of the trade union? So regular income should be there for the trade union to run smoothly. And the next one we have is low membership. Now, what exactly this low membership is? Since the trade union was formed, it is not that all the workers, all the laborers, they want to be a part of it. They feel that somehow the trade union will definitely protect us. But if the trade union will not protect us, what if the employer will get us a notice, that is a show cause notice, that why and how you have actually been a part of this trade union? If that will be happening, so we'll lose our job also here, we'll also lose our membership also. So that is the reason many of the people, they still now they fear to be called or to be a member of a trade union. So example, in 1992 and 93, if you go with the average membership figure is 632. How much? Only 632 trade unions were there. Just understand here. And because of the small size, unions suffer from lack of adequate funds and find it difficult to engage the services of experts. Now, only when you have a lot of fund, what happens is the experts will be there who will advise you. If you can't pay to the experts only, then how can the experts will give you the services? Next one we have is heterogeneous nature of labor. I told you human is what? Unpredictable. We cannot predict that what that person will do in the next minute. So when it is heterogeneous, you can never actually go for any kind of a suggestions or any kind of services. If the laborers all feel that homogeneous behavior and then they go for it, then the trade union can actually take a decision. Or else what happens is, say out of 10 decisions taken by the trade union, probably like 50 to 60% people will not like the proposal. The remaining will actually say okay for the proposal. So heterogeneous nature is there. That is very difficult for the smooth run of the trade union. Next one we have is lack of interest. Now, as I told you, the number have come down. There is a lot of differences between the trade unions and the other unions. Now, that is the reason the membership will also be what? Very less. Now, lack of interest. Those who become the part of union do not participate in the union work enthusiastically. They are the member because they felt that, okay, my friend is a member, so I should also be a member. But when it comes to the way the proactive approach they are supposed to have, they don't have that approach at all. So what happens is there is a decline in the percentage of the membership. Next is absence of paid office bearer. Now, when you have a very weak finance, how can you actually pay the bearer? Now, the bearer will not be full-time then. He'll be like part-time. When he is a part-time, he'll not have all the proof what exactly should be done and what should not be done. So he'll not be serious about the trade union. He'll only think about himself. The other problem is illiteracy and uneven growth. Workers in India fail to understand the implication of modern trade unions. Their illiteracy coupled with ignorance and indifference accounts of the predominance of outside leadership. It's only because of that illiteracy the outside leadership is actually predominant. Uneven growth. Now, trade unionism activities are more or less confined to major metros in India and traceable only in large-scale units. Only in large-scale units. That means the metropolitan cities and the other urban civilization, we have trade union which is actually impacting very good. But when it comes to the rural, where the industry suburb is more, if we go with that, the trade union is not even placed there. So that is what the uneven growth will be. The next one, we have the topic called measures to strengthen the trade union. Through the Problems, we can say that how to strengthen the trade union. The first one here we have is one union in one industry. So you will not have any problem with multiple unionism. Training and education of trade union workers. Enlarging the coverage, that is, you need to widespread it. Strengthening the union. How to strengthen the union is like give finance assistance. Expanding and diversifying the activities. Free from the control of political parties. See, this is a very important topic. Political parties should not actually take advantage of the trade union or the workers. You should be free of politics. Change in the employer's attitude. The employer itself, you need to change his attitude. Why a trade union is required, why it is not required, the employer should understand about it. Change in government attitude. The government should take serious about the trade union and go with a new law making of the labor welfare. Proper implementation of code of conduct. Now that is what legislation should actually go through. Each and everybody, the employer, the employee and the government should actually take care of whom? Take care of each and every person. Only then we can strengthen the trade union. Now, any doubt regarding this session, please do call us. We are always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.